As you can see by that timer on the screen, The Lord of the Rings of Power comes out in 45 seconds. Are you guys ready?
Oh,
No?
I can't wait.
This is
And
gonna
I
be
say
shit.
that with full sarcasm.
I'm here with Lilith and Arch and Kibs. Hello, everyone. How's it going?
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Arch and Kibs.
So last night I watched The Fellowship of the Ring Extended Edition with Naomi, just to have like a taste of something good before I knew this was gonna come out. And you know what? It still holds up. It's a bit goofy in that 1999 way, but it still holds up generally. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be a classic probably for all time, honestly. Peter Jackson did a good job with those movies.
The first three are just always gonna be like the Lord of the Rings movies.
Yeah. Before the movies, I actually really wasn't that interested in Lord of the Rings. I became interested in it after. In fact, my first Lord of the Rings experience was that god-awful Super Nintendo game. Which turned me off of the entire franchise for like a decade.
Damn, I don't even know what
My
game you're
first was
talking
the
about.
animated series. The fucking animated movies.
My precious, it's ours, it isn't we want it.
They're definitely products of their time because the style is ancient, but they're one of a kind movies. I forget the name of the animator who did.
I think I know the one.
I remember being super scared of Sauron as a kid.
Yeah.
Like when Sauron came on, I was like my eyes would just be fixed. I was like, oh, he's looking at me.
Well, now he's Eminem.
That might be a priest of Melkor. Maybe. We'll see. Because there's conflicting stuff about it. But if that's what Sauron looks like, I'm gonna lose my shit.
At some point, I'll have to do like an actual proper video about this show. This is just going to be like our series debut watch party, since we're all hanging out tonight and watching it. But I mean, there's been so much stuff coming out about just how bad the show looks, how the costumes are shit. Apparently the intro looks like it's something out of a daytime soap opera. It's
a drastic variation in quality.
Right, I've seen the intro. It looks like a complete joke. Are we gonna watch like some stepwives slapping each other?
Nice.
What's going on here?
Dude, if you could have two elven wives, wouldn't you?
Elves are for enslaving.
You're gonna get canceled.
I can't believe it happened.
It's the variation in the quality that I think has stood out the most to a lot of people, because some of the gear does not look bad. Like Galadriel's plate armor looks like plate armor. She shouldn't be wearing it, but beyond that. And then you've got that Lamalar style armor that the Númenóreans wear, which looks like some kind of a t-shirt with a scale mail pattern painted onto it.
Oh, I saw that, yeah.
What I don't get is why does it look like cheap? You would.
Isn't
This
it
is
like
like
$1 billion?
This is like an Amazon Prime show, isn't it? Right? Like,
Yeah.
you would imagine they have lots of money. You'd think they'd be able to afford to pay the say costume designers a little more.
Yeah.
You definitely think, yeah. But the one thing I will say, you could definitely tell, at least from the trailer, the hand-picked CGI scenes, like there was a serious amount of effort and money put into those.
When they're like, here's the trailer shots that will make everyone want to watch this. There's a bunch of CG, and then a bunch of like characters that just look really cringy.
Yeah, the character designs are bad. The CGI scene shots don't look half bad. Yeah, we're gonna have to see how this all comes together, and I'm a little bit skeptical about this whole show. So I think it's just gonna be a train wreck, honestly.
Hopefully, it'll be a fun train wreck.
An open mind, maybe. Maybe I'm just being hoping it won't be as bad as everybody say it is, but it probably will be in all likelihood.
If it is, if this is a train wreck, it's going to be a train wreck that we're going to have to live with for 5 seasons, because they've already ordered 5 seasons of it.
I can't, like, if this bombs, they're gonna cancel it. I hope to God.
Well, wasn't
This
there,
is the survival of Amazon Studios on the line. This will not be cancelled. They will push this turd almost no matter what.
Well, there was one that basically said that this will determine Prime Video going forward, and there's the meme of everyone saying no fucking hate watching. Sorry guys, we're doing it so that you don't have to. Okay, we'll do it because we're the YouTubers. Okay, you guys, no fucking hate watching out there. All right.
Yeah, special exception for us because we're part of the elite now. Deb laughs, but he's like, "Yeah, true."
We are the new bourgeois.
It doesn't work. Not like refusing to watch it isn't going to work because we make up 0.0000% of Amazon's market cap here. That's not going to make a difference. Us watching it and honestly reviewing it will.
Yeah, it's true, because people will see the review and then be like, oh, well, this sucks. And then, like, if you have 10,000 of those or 100,000 bad reviews, that does add up. You have, like, Rotten Tomato scores and
those
stuff.
100,000 bad reviews is far more powerful than 100,000 people who didn't watch it.
That's one of the reasons why I felt compelled to do the Kenobi video, even though it was kind of a little bit old by the time I did it. I was like, you know what? I should try my hand at doing this sort of thing. So, Kibs. Kibs is the one controlling the video feed. We're already 10 minutes behind.
Ready?
Kibs, Twitter already knows about this.
Speak.
Kibs,
I'm letting you speak.
Twitter already knows. We have to catch up. You have to be involved in the newest thing.
I have to figure out how this works even, because it's like the episodes are out.
There it is. They just came out. Let's watch this shit.
Here we go. It's starting.
I also have the pleasure to announce that the episodes are already up on the torrent sites as well. So if you don't want to support Prime, I'm not suggesting anything, but there are alternatives.
You can hate watch on the 7 seas, so to speak.
You're her fidelity.
Nothing is evil in the beginning. And
This is how Google began. Nothing's evil in the beginning.
So young, but even then, there was light.
You mean our Mary Sue?
Even you couldn't possibly believe their old scrap will float. It's not going to float.
I hate how the elves are just people.
To sail.
Are these elves? Wait, I can't even tell. They've got, like, regular ears.
You show them.
They're
That
slightly
boat
pointy.
does float.
Like, look, they're slightly
Yeah,
pointy.
she's an elf.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh my god, it's the little fucking swan wheel!
Oh, it's a magic origami.
Galadriel made a magic swan.
Uh-oh. Evil, toxic masculinity.
Toxic fucking
masculinity strikes.
white boy males at it again. Wow, this story is already really bad.
Like, these are elves. They look like people. They speak like people.
They all just look like humans. What the fuck?
Yeah, the ears aren't pointed enough, you know?
And it's the way they shoot it, too. Like, the way they did it in the movies was actually brilliant. It gave them an illuminescence.
Yeah, they kind of glowed, eh? You know, at this point, I think I preferred like the really long pointed ears. They're like a foot long.
In the water as they do in the sky.
You see
The
those in
Warcraft
hentai all the
style
time.
Look, Elven, like, this guy's barely got pointed ears at all. Also, they should not be talking about darkness. This is the first age. They don't even know darkness exists yet. Ah, that's her brother, isn't it, Finrod?
The most important truths often are.
If I had to guess, yes.
But you must learn to discern them for yourself. I won't always be here to speak them to you.
You won't?
Oh no.
Come along.
Foreshadowing much? God, this is really bad.
Death flags abound.
We have 2 death legs on him already.
Nice and subtle.
We had no word for death.
The symbolism of him walking away over the horizon, and she not following, and her crying.
And she's talking about death.
Oh my god, story, can you stop?
Would never dim.
The 2, whatchamadoozies, I forget their names.
The Elden Ring trees.
Oh, doing a bit of a time skip, I see. Just
That
a bit.
is, oh my Jesus, okay, yeah, Alright, we're skipping this part, fair enough.
How many years have we skipped now?
Quite, I think 1,000, maybe over now. They're now basically pursuing Morgoth to recover the, what you call it, the light of Valinor.
A place known as Middle Earth.
Oh my god! I clapped when I saw it!
Oh god, I hate this shot.
You see, this helmet symbolizes dead soldiers.
Don't worry, it's not just that helmet.
Ah, yeah, here we go. Ah,
We learned many.
That's good stuff right there.
So wait,
I
what?
hate this shot so much.
Wait, they just collect
Yeah,
all the
this is
helmets?
Lots of the elves died.
It is the most un-elven thing ever to just pile up the helmets of dead elven soldiers.
Hey, have you guys heard that orcs are black-coated?
I don't know what you're talking about, Dev. I don't want to get canceled.
That's just
Oh my god, we time skipped to his death even. Lol.
So how
Yeah,
many years
see?
now? How many years?
Honestly, we're in the thousands, and that's kind of all I know. I think we're out of the first stage and into the second now, aren't we?
Yeah, we're in the second age now, so
We've skipped over the entire first stage. That's good.
His vow became.
Because remember, Lord of the Rings takes place during the third age.
It became a girl boss.
We hunted.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
The ends threat.
yes, Galadriel is personally chasing Sauron off. Of course.
I assume she didn't originally do this, did she?
Be one of them.
No. Is it just me, or is their voices really soft with the music overpowering?
Yeah, that's been TV and movies for the past decade.
Look at how strong she is. She's way ahead of everybody.
Of course.
They're holding her back. That's what the show is demonstrating.
This company has followed you to the very edge of the world, but none who ever dared search for this last stronghold has ever found anything.
Oh, the fuckboy is keeping the girl boss down.
He'll be wrong enough to apologize.
Is a right.
Or die.
And our
She doesn't care about her men, though. Jesus Christ.
Considering that I did just watch Fellowship, there was that scene where they were on the mountain, and they were like, we have to turn back, and then they did.
Yes, that's Galadriel is far stronger than
That's
us.
abandoned. She's gonna abandon her own men because of how empowered she is.
She's like, no, we keep moving. Oh no, my fucking bad command has gotten one of these elves, like, fucking badly injured.
There's nothing out here. We should have been there by now.
But there it is. She was right all along.
It's just Elsa's palace.
I hate these elves.
They're not elves. They're not Tolkien elves, at least.
Galadriel just punched through an ice wall with a bitch.
it
That's
down.
beautiful.
Well, hold on. I don't fully know this lore. Do the elves have super strength like some elves do in this?
They're stronger than mortal men, if I remember right. Faster.
But not punching through a solid wall of ice with their bare fucking hands in 2 blows now.
Probably not that.
Her girl energy makes that possible.
Girl energy.
See, we're in the second age now. It's second wave elven feminism. Don't worry, she's super smart and knows everything.
She's a special snowflake, in fact.
Sauron was here. Tell the others
That's
to rest
not
while they can.
how he works, but
At sunrise
details.
we move on.
According to Amazon, actually, it is.
This mark was left as a trail.
According to Jeff Bezos.
The mark is
Actually,
centuries old. Whoever left it
Jeff
could be long
Bezos said
Then
this isn't his fault.
whatever dark art eluded him here.
We
this show.
suited our
Wait, what?
toes months ago.
Yeah,
Apologize.
he apologized before the show started.
No way.
I promise
Yeah.
you there is not a soul amongst our company.
I'm sorry, guys.
That's hilarious if true.
Realms of home
Jeez.
is vanquished.
Literally, what Lilith pointed out. The men are only holding her back. They're constantly questioning, like, it's centuries old, there's nothing here, he wasn't here, can we go home? And he's a bitch. I'm right.
It's always gotta be right. As we'll
She's
probably
always right.
see throughout the entire thing.
I mean, she's already flawless. What has she done wrong? Even when she was a kid, she was perfect, but the children were holding her back. The white males were holding her back, really.
She...
Oh shit.
And you know, these guys aren't acting like elves, by the way. Bumbling around an ancient ruin like a bunch of Muppets.
In a
That's
lot of
'cause she has to
stories,
save them.
in a lot of stories, elves are just like humans with pointed ears. Maybe they have more magic. Maybe they're stronger. Like Vulcans, basically, sometimes. Or like in Warcraft, they're just like other people. But in Lord of the Rings, aren't they supposed to be like almost godlike?
Divine.
now vastly superior to humans.
Yeah.
And the eating of Galadriel is an actual scene in the fucking show.
I love how right I was. Fucking Christ. They couldn't do anything to it, but only she could.
Yep. She's the only confident one of the bunch.
Much of the
Also, I thought
Why is she
Her-
such a bitch?
Uh-oh, the fuckboy's gonna say something. Gotta hold the girl boss down.
All these white men holding her back. Fucking white people, am I right? Fucking
Are
show
you-
what are you doing?
Are you literally like laying down your arms? No, serious. Oh, that's fuck me.
They laid down their arms before her feet, like a bunch of fucking retards. Right, so we're off to a horrific start.
Oh god, is it the retarded people? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
No! Why do they have those? Like the wind would blow them over.
Sad.
Yes, it would. I love the antler people.
Yeah.
Look at that.
What is that?
They just have
I'm not
giant
too
antlers on
familiar
their
with the
back.
Dwarves.
Okay, so this was shown
these are
off
primitive
early
men.
on. Yeah, so these are like hunters, but they wear giant antlers for some reason, and they just look retarded. And they were like, "Look at the new Lord of the Rings," and this is like the first picture they showed. And these people,
Me
they just look so
bar
fucking
stool.
stupid.
This is the early Second Age. They're talking about bar stools. These should be fucking Neolithic savages.
If I have to guess, I would say they're like wearing the antlers to appear bigger to animals.
They could
That's
be-
not wrong, but like that would scare away predators. But you'd have a hard time hunting like that. Oh God, we have the Harfoots.
Oh no.
Don't worry, we have a black one too. Don't ask me how.
So what are these guys? Are these guys just like Kokiri or something?
Like primitive hobbits.
Yes, but Amazon can't call them hobbits because they don't have the rights to the hobbits.
Wait, they actually don't? Really?
Nope.
They don't.
These are
That's why these
made
are
up.
Harfoots.
These aren't canon.
Wait,
No,
wait,
they're-
wait,
well,
hold on,
they're
hold on.
pseudo.
Wait a second, explain
Yeah.
this to me. How did they get Galadriel but not the hobbits?
Well, they've got access to the, oh god, what's the English word? You know, the list of things that's in the book. But they don't have anything to do with the actual Lord of the Rings books. They've got, like, the summaries and stuff.
Oh, but not the actual main stories. Okay.
No, which means that they don't actually own hobbits, and so these aren't hobbits, these are Harfoots, and that's why they've specifically said, Lenny Henry here, in fact, specifically said that the Harfoots weren't hobbits. Now, that's bullshit according to the lore, but...
Big Chunkus. You guys were all
Also, can I
thinking
point
it.
out,
Yep.
A little bit.
look at the way they're shooting this. They're shooting it from down and up all the time. The hobbits don't look like hobbits. They look like, again, just fucking people.
Yeah, so I recall seeing like a making of the original Lord of the Rings way back in the day, and they showed like all the camera angle tricks to make Elijah Wood look so much smaller than everyone else, right? They built the cart with like the seat in the back and like all that stuff. They really made him look like they were tiny people, and this I don't get that feeling from this at all. Why do you got leaves in your hair?
Because they're quirky. They're
Oh,
quirky
Their
people.
culture.
It's their culture.
Fucking hobos.
Basically, it's a very lazy way
So,
to make them look. Oh, they're
they're like-
quirky. They're finicky.
So I'm
Hmm.
guessing they're like tree ground hobbits. I'm guessing.
Well, the thing is,
Plains hobbits.
in the show, they're described as nomadic people that travel with the growing seasons, for all the sense that makes. And they're supposed to be super stealthy, so I'm assuming that's why they've got branches in their hair.
Oh, that's their camo.
Dirty they are.
Varg, not wool. Oh, fuck me.
Arch, you're just gonna have an aneurysm watching this.
The thing is, I'm not even the biggest, like, Lord of the Rings lore fanboy person, but it's just basic shit like this pisses me off, because they know this isn't a wolf, and yet they
Yeah.
call it a wolf anyways. Elrond, quote unquote.
Doesn't look like Elrond.
Mr. Anderson.
Ah, they're already sabotaging his character.
How
Very
so?
nice. You notice that? Notice how he was already making errors and scratching out words. He's unrefined, not thinking clearly. Needs guidance from a strong female character.
I mean, I think Elrond is already like 1,000 years old, but details.
The writers don't know that.
This mark's very existence proves Sauron escaped. He's still out there. The question now is where?
Yeah, she's the only one who knows, and nobody will believe her.
Wait, this is the exact same as House of the Dragon. It's the same story where like the girl boss flies off in the dragon and gets the job done and comes back, and the king is mad that she did it all
Gets
on
the
her
job
own.
done, but doesn't get recognized for her work.
Yeah, it's the same fucking story.
It's the classic strong female character. She's the only one who knows, and nobody believes her.
Everybody else are morons. She's got to be proven right.
Yeah.
And everybody's got to be like, oh, you were right all along.
You know, that story isn't necessarily bad. Jon Snow did it. That was pretty well done with him and the White Walkers. It was well done in Mass Effect when no one believed Shepard about the Reapers. But like,
Yep.
there are other stories you can do with girl characters. You know, anime is full of stories you can do with girl characters.
There are, but this is the only strong female character Hollywood knows. Like, this is their strong female character.
It's sadly true for a lot of the mainstream writers, and that's why we see it regurgitated in multiple shows. because they're creatively bankrupt and they don't know how to write female characters. She's adventurous, by the way.
Haven't you ever wondered? What else is out there? How far the river flows, or where the
Look, she's
stars
female
are, and the
Frodo.
songs they sing.
Oh my Jesus, she is.
Well, isn't this more female Bilbo? Because Frodo was kind of reluctant to go on the journey.
Actually, yeah, that's actually more apt, because Bilbo was the one who had that wanderer's lust, but was like holding himself back and then finally gave in.
Yeah, Frodo. I mean, I just watched Fellowship of the Ring. Frodo, he was more like he did it because he was a good person. He knew it had to be done, but he didn't really want to.
He was a reluctant hero, but he understood that Gandalf couldn't take the ring and that he had to take it. He was the ring bearer.
Our days of war are over.
Somehow I feel like Galadriel might have an objection to this soon.
Look at how fucking mad she is.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, she's just fucking glaring.
Like
Like,
isn't
bitch,
this
calm down.
It's a ceremony for her. You could at least be nice for the second, right? Wait, I thought the whole point of this story was that everyone was going.
Going to Valinor?
Yeah.
No, the elves pursued across the sea. And that's why they founded various elven kingdoms like Lindon, where they're right now. Because they were hunting the things that were stolen by... fuck, I can't remember. But all elves have a calling to go back to Valinor.
Right. You know, I will say, like, it looks good.
A lot of the scene compositions are well done.
The production... I don't know about the scene composition, but like the production value is okay. My annoyance is in the lack of the representation of these are not people.
I feel a bit too human,
Yeah.
Yep. They're a bit stiff.
like those wooden carvings.
Oh, god damn it.
Like, Galadriel is basically just Rey from the Star Wars sequels.
That's fairly accurate, I'd say.
Just in different clothing.
Every female protagonist has to be Rey now, Dev.
Yeah.
And if you object to it, you're a bigot and you hate strong, empowered women, obviously.
It is over. The evil is gone.
Then why is it not gone from in here?
Oh my god,
That's
literally my feelings.
That's a you problem, lady.
Ah, yes, my lived experiences.
What
Like, she unironically just pulled that.
Well, the problem too is Galadriel has not seen. Galadriel was not with the army. Galadriel has not fought Sauron.
My friend.
Damn, friend zoned. But the other way around.
Good chat behavior.
Oh. I mean, at least the map's done nicely. I think it looks pretty nice. But that's about it.
I wanna run my hand through it. I'll bet it feels nice.
You get your greasy paws off me, map.
But it's so textury.
It looks very textury, that's true. I'm sorry.
Kibs, you racist.
You look at a black woman and just burst into laughter.
I'm sorry, but like when it comes to cultural, you have this like European town, and then there's just a random black lady.
And she has like the black
only
headscarf and like the circles hanging. That's like an African thing.
We just got random diversity scattered everywhere. And the worst part, it feels like a quota, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of diversity hires, we got a new character. It's a black elf.
So is he supposed to be some kind of dark elf, or is it literally just a black elf?
There are no dark elves.
Dark elves in LOTR.
Okay.
Yep. They're all fair-skinned.
Also, like, I think they've made have fucked up because they mentioned this is the Southlands. I mean, this should be the lands of like Rune.
Let it go, knife is.
I didn't see where the map was panning.
Yeah, I'm confused too, honestly, because this doesn't look like the area I'm thinking. By the way, racism is bad, in case you were unaware.
Racism is indeed bad.
Unless it's against elves.
Thank you, Amazon Prime, for showing us.
I hate his hair most of all. Like, sure, okay, so he's black or Puerto Rican
Hold on.
or whatever.
Look at his breastplate, though.
What about it?
It's made of wood or something.
It's made out of plastic.
Look, those are the finest costumes at Spirit Halloween, okay?
His hair is the thing that annoys me the most. Because, okay, it's the current year. They've got to have black elves because reasons. But at least they could have given him long flowing hair. Instead, like, he is the most anti-elf you can imagine. Like, in tone, in demeanor, in appearance.
Because elves are supposed to have long, beautiful hair.
Give him long dreadlocks.
That's not beautiful. We got an interracial relationship now. Yep, Kib called it. Kib genius.
Oh, good. Another short-haired elf.
They all seem to be short-haired now, pretty much.
Really? The elves are talking about their...
We gotta have vulgarity, you know.
Again, they're just people. That's the thing. They're just fucking people with people's concerns.
They're just humans. They're not even elves.
My point is this.
That's a cool shot.
Only twice in known history
He waited till now to speak his point.
After like 3 hours of walking.
Basically, listen, you
He
have to
just
think
waits
about
for
it.
3 hours. You know, my point is actually... It was like, what the fuck were you talking about? Maybe they're just elves from a different region. IDK.
That region's called Amazon.
The land of Amazon.
Bezos, High King.
Do you know it is also? Every time they pronounce a name or a place name, they change their pronunciation drastically.
No, if only they could just always talk like that.
That's the problem. Most of the time they speak like just regular fucking humans, and then when they occasionally, inadvertently, have to say something that's related to Lord of the Rings, their pronunciation changes.
To be fair, Arch, you're barely speaking like a human right now.
Damn, he's more elf than these characters. She's got the hots for that black elf, though. Look at her. He knows.
Why are you at my home?
Orny.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh, that's fucking racist.
Kill this
All right.
now.
Time for the action to brew up, fellas. Here we go.
Where are you going?
Dramatic music.
So obviously the cow's been grazing in corrupted lands.
Corrupted lands they're unaware of. You know, did they do any reconnaissance when they were garrisoned here? They just sort of chilled in their little fort and that just waited?
Yeah, weren't they there for like 79 years or something?
They were
Apparently
patrolling
not paying
around, checking
attention.
it out.
They're just sitting there twiddling their thumbs.
It's a lie. Maybe that's why your
He's a half.
No, I'm sorry, child.
Then what happened to him? The king.
His dad is the elf, though.
You think so?
This is the real
Yep.
bounty.
That's why he's light brown.
That's racist, Kibs. Race is a social construct.
Ooh, that's an evil-looking sword. It's got the sign of sorrow. They just stand there at attention.
I mean, to be fair, it's the most elven thing they've done so far.
Wait. In full armor? What happens if you fall off the boat?
The skies are strange.
Very descriptive, thank you.
Strange how?
Alright, have that grace.
On my way.
Is that a tin can?
Was there a tin
Kind
can?
of looked like it.
Like in the background?
I'm pretty sure that was a tin can in the background there.
Better than a Starbucks cup.
Touch I've known all my days. This land.
You're the only one who let me hit it.
Listen, he's desperate, okay? Well, the warden's fucked up a bit.
Man, maybe you should have warned the garrison instead of your girlfriend. Oh, still standing there.
They've been standing there for fucking days. They've been standing there. Like, okay,
No
we
one's
can take your
doing-
sword from you.
No one's doing anything on the ship. They're just standing.
See, the writers think that overly ceremonious will be very elven and delicate.
I mean, again, to be fair, this is the most elven they've been so far.
Yeah, but even when they get on the ships to Valinor and the other movies, like, they don't wear their full battle garb.
No, but give them a point for trying.
I don't give them a point for being Amazon. barge.
Listen, I like my knife.
I want to stab somebody with it.
Now this is actually a pro Second Amendment message. Never give up your arms.
Damn. Oh my god. Valinor's an Orwellian nightmare.
So how does Luminor work? Like,
Like Valinor?
yeah, sorry, Valinor.
It's like the land of the... see, I'm not super familiar, but I've been starting to read up on the lore a lot more. But basically it's like a magical land where nothing dies. And so that's why the immortals, like elves that go there, you know, that's where they belong. They don't belong in Middle-earth.
I see.
It's the land of the Valar. The Valar are
So
gods,
can just
basically.
anybody sail there, or do only elves know how to?
Only elves.
Immortals can exist in the land.
Or there's sometimes rare exceptions, but that's why there's the ban.
Then how
So-
come Frodo was able to go there?
They made an exception for him, because he did,
And
you know...
that was only because he was going to die anyways. Like, he would die in Valinor.
It's a mercy, because mortals aren't allowed to Valinor because they apparently... Like, it's sort of alluded that they age too quickly. But immortals are fine there.
It's also
I
because
see.
it's nice to have the ethnostate.
I think they brought all the ring bearers, so they brought Frodo, Sam, and Bilbo.
Yep.
Which is like, you guys earned it. You can come along.
You can join our ethno-state. You're exception.
You guys are honorary whites. You can come in.
I reckon I can swim to shore from here.
I'll just jump out. Wait, she literally did.
Cold
And she's gonna no way.
She's gonna swim all the way back home.
Yep.
Like,
This is
do you,
fine.
do you understand, writers, how far she's gonna have to swim now?
Isn't it like 1,000
she's-
miles?
Like,
It's
she'll never
about the
make
size
it.
of the Atlantic Ocean.
She'll never make it, because the currents would pull her away, even if she swam as hard as she could. That's fucking horseshit.
She doesn't even have like a driftwood to hold on to.
Yeah, she's basically dead, so, GG.
Like, you're dead if you do that.
The natural reaction to anyone seeing a meteorite crash nearby, wander towards the burning wreckage.
Especially if you're like a, primitive civilization. You're not terrified or anything.
Also,
What's in here?
well, firstly, a meteorite wouldn't look like this, but I guess it's a person.
That
Crying
would
in
be
the show.
Sauron.
Notice how she's crying, too? Everybody's got water in their eyes.
Wait.
Cry
That
babies.
that is Sauron?
That is Sauron.
Oh my.
Episode 2 is up already? What? No, you're
Yeah.
kidding the
So
show.
they did like an episode 1 and an episode 2 in
I don't
one
wanna
day
watch
thing.
this.
You gotta keep going, Kibs.
Yes, we're gonna suffer more.
My brother.
Let's spend a few minutes talking about what the fuck we just watched.
Oh god. What
Because-
did we watch?
Okay, here's what a pilot's supposed to do, right? Introduce your characters, introduce your setting, at least get the conflict started. This shouldn't be the first time you're exposed to what Lord of the Rings is, it feels like, because this pilot relies on so much past knowledge of everything that's come before. Like, the only
Yes.
reason that we care about any of this is because of the previous movies. They didn't
Well, to
establish
be
anything
fair.
that makes us care in this.
Dev, you're being facetious, okay? They
Wow.
introduced her brother for at least 5 seconds, and then he died.
I like how they foreshadowed his
Angry.
death. Hold on. They introduced him. He maybe had like 2 minutes or 5 minutes of screen time before he died. And they foreshadow his death in that
then he
introduction to
died.
his characters. Like, this story is so rushed. Like, we should have gotten a whole like thing about the War of Wrath, rather than just like the War of Wrath happened and it was bad. I was like, okay.
But yeah, so what happened in Galadriel's story? She went through the ice. She found evidence of Sauron. Nobody believed her. She went back. She was being sent away. She refused and jumped into the ocean. Like that's the TLDR of it, right? But
Yeah,
It-
and also Sauron's returning and things are getting corrupted and well,
Yeah.
things are bad.
yes, so the other stories actually had stuff kind of happening in them, but it really
It's
seems
setting
like
up something, but like
it's kind of setting up something, but it doesn't make you care about any of the characters beyond these are people that you already know from previous movies. Because
they're doing the same thing.
Because the completely new characters, they're so bland.
It's the same problem with House of Dragons. Like, you are expected to know the reason why you should give a shit. Like, you should care about Galadriel because it's Galadriel. It's given you no other reason to give a shit.
We also established, Elrond. But we also established, I can't remember the guy's name. We'll just call him Black Elf or Belf for short. And we also established, Belf and Harfoot Lady. So we have 3 story arcs that have been prepped. So somehow they're gonna all intermingle. I think the Harfoot one's gonna have something to do with the Sauron dude.
Yeah,
but
I have a sneaking suspicion they're all going to be kept completely separate, and I have another sneaking suspicion that they might actually be taking place at vastly different times.
Oh, so they're doing
really weird.
Well, they did that with The Witcher, and it was fine with The Witcher, with all the different time periods kind of shifting around.
Fine.
It was a decent show, The Witcher. I like The Witcher. Come on.
You guys are being apologetic just because Henry Cavill was in it. That's it. I've established it.
To be fair,
the arrival of Sauron is a pretty big deal, but he's not obvious. He's the stranger. This is part of his ploy.
Yep, he's pretending he's gonna blend in with the rest of everyone because he's gonna eventually slip his way to Numenor and trick the Numenorians into trying to break the ban because they'll be like, the elves are, they're preventing from going to Valinor because they're holding all their power and immortality. And he's like, what, really? They're dicks. I want the immortality. Why can't we have it?
Arch, I know you and I disagree on House of the Dragon. Like, you think it's bad. I think it's like okay. It's not amazing, but it's okay.
We're gonna beat you. We're gonna beat you.
I feel like House of the Dragon actually set up its principal characters to have personalities way more than this, because we know that in that show the king is kind of weak and he doesn't really have a grasp on anything. We know that the daughter is intelligent but overlooked. We know that her uncle, he's the evil uncle who wants the throne. Like, they set up the characters well enough that we can tell who they are based on personality. I don't think this show did that. They all just seem to be the same bland person.
I feel like this show's kind of the same though, because this show is also and then, and the House of Dragon is and then. It tells us rather than really showing us. And when it shows us, it's overt. It's like, look, his finger's falling off. Look, he knocked over a statue and it broke it. See, his house is coming undone. Foreshadowing. It's a little too on the nose.
That's the thing. Dev is actually correct here in that House of Dragons has done more. Like, it's basic bitch shit. The king is literally rotting to demonstrate that his realm is falling apart. The princess is the only capable individual that can get anything done, and her uncle is like meows. But at least those are characters. Galadriel's only character here, there was actually a brilliant comparison. She is Rey. She is the cardboard box that speaks. She is strong female character. And the other characters, they don't even exist. Like Elrond. What we know about Elrond? Well, he writes. Okay, cool. What about Gil-galad? Well, he has, like, leaves that are made of gold.
Right? He's a king, and he's wrong, actually. That's what we know.
The show hasn't even really told us about his position. Like, what is he king of? Is this an important title? Like, is he respected?
Well,
we
kind of know he's king of Linden because he's in Linden.
That's the thing. You know he's king of Linden.
Well, you'd assume he's king and he's also in Linden. Odds are.
But what's Linden? To a normal person, what's Linden? Is that the entirety? Like, is that all of it? Is that the
They
Elven
show
Nation,
you on the
Western?
map what Linden is. It's next to Eriador. But the thing is, what they don't really show you is like the borders or anything like that.
Yeah, exactly. And what's Eriador?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, the map has only panned past Eriador. It's never actually done anything there. It's just a thing on the map. For the newcomer, Eriador means nothing.
And we also introduced then to complete the other elves, Arondir. Like, okay, who's he? Why is he in the Southlands? And the Southlands as well. That is one hell of a skip and a jump. And also, they're presenting the Southlands as if they were like major allies to Morgoth. Like, they would barely have counted in Morgoth's scheme. Like, that was not a war of men. Like, that was a war in which Balrogs were generals.
Mm-hmm. If I remember right, they were more like a vassal state fighting alongside his forces, but that's about it.
So for the elves to like set up a garrison there to police their conquered subjects is just
I don't really remember
weird.
that being a thing, because I think, like, the only time they're relevant again, from what I know, is when the Numenorians start, setting colonies and building up stuff over there.
And they've got a full society. The worst part is too, I'm actually kind of annoyed. They're white. They should be brown.
Yeah, because we're in the Southlands. These are the people of Rune, right? So it should be kind of like southerly. Like,
They
a
should
little
be,
bit Arabic, kind of.
Yeah, a mix of Arab and Mongol a little bit more. Instead, they're just Europe.
They come across as like just European peasants. With,
Yeah,
like,
because
Yeah.
you're absolutely right,
yeah,
Mazzy. It
so-
looks like European.
So I don't know the lore the way that Arch and Kibs does, but I do know that there are certain places where certain human races come from in Lord of the Rings, and every population shouldn't just be mixed race.
That's
my
actually pretty
impression
accurate.
of like Southlands, weren't they like the people on the boats that showed up like at the third movie?
Yeah,
Like,
Return of the King.
course
They're
there's-
Yeah.
the big elephants, eh? Yes, those guys.
Actually, those are
no,
different. The elephants
yeah,
are from
that's
the.
different.
The movie
Those
does a bad
are,
job of conveying that. Yeah.
Oh god, because those I know the name, but I can't bring it up
They're the
because this is actually
courses from the Haradrim, right?
yeah Haradrim, because this is actually to the east. The Southlands is past the lands of Mordor, so this should not look like a European village, which is. It's interesting, isn't it? Like, they've got to force in a black elf, but in a position where they could actually have a diverse village. It's like, no, little Europe.
The Corsairs were coming up the river, or the direction where the river leads to goes to Osgiliath. Osgiliath is the former capital of Gondor. Minas Tirith is actually a like city fortress kind of thing.
That's the thing, that the Corsairs are actually white because they are fallen Numenorians.
Oh yeah, they are. I forgot about that. They're the Black Numenorians, right?
Yes.
Also, the Black Numenorians aren't actually black, by the way. They call them black because they turned evil.
That's racist.
I'm sorry, but I'm not.
And also, like, Arondir and Bronwyn, like, their romance is not explained. It's just like they meet, you see them by the well, and they're like, I'd like to have sex with you. I know, but I can't.
See, this is just modern writing because it's the forced interracial relationship that comes out of nowhere in left field. It's not
Like, they
natural.
should
There's
have
no
built
build up
this-
for it.
I mean, Galadriel got a prequel. Okay, well, introduce the other characters then. At the very least, Arondir, like, arriving, looking around, being called a black person for a while, then he goes like, I think you're cute even though you're black. Something.
Like something to establish a relationship, but they're kind of forcing it along. This show is rushing.
He said,
I-
like, you're the only kind touch I've
I'm
felt.
seeing
Okay.
like I'm sensing that there's like an implied history between them, but it's like we're not shown, nor was it told.
Well,
So-
maybe they'll show it to us. That's we want to give them the benefit of the doubt, and maybe they'll get a
Might be
flashback episode.
Flashback, yeah. But that's kind of
Maybe.
flashbacks work sometimes for twists, but this is kind of on the nose because I swear to God, that is his kid.
You think so? Oh, because his
That's
ears
the
are
reason
being
why his
hid.
dad left. Yep,
Also-
his dad
also-
also left because of that too. Remember?
Yeah, and his ears are all hidden by his hair. You think what's gonna be?
I think the elf dude's his dad. Originally, he's gonna hate him, and he's like, "I don't like you," but then he'll be like, "Actually, you're my dad, and you know what? We're pretty cool, actually." And then they shake hands.
He's also found the Sword of Sauron, which is like, God damn it.
Don't worry about it. That's just lying under the floorboards. So
No, it's just
that's true. Most of Sauron's artifacts kind of have a corrupting influence.
Well, I mean, it did kind of
Yes,
glow
yeah.
and look at him a bit.
That's true. Maybe he's gonna turn evil.
He's still fine. Like, this is the thing. Well, what they established in the original movie trilogy, Boromir is tempted by the ring by just being near it. He's willing to kill his compatriots. For a normal human, touching an artifact of Sauron should be a pretty fucking big deal.
Yep. Remember the council when they were in? The thing with the E. Basically, Elrond's fortress, city place, and they were all fighting and bickering because the ring's influence is that powerful.
Yeah.
I guess they're showing it a
Granted,
little
that
bit
is
by
the ring, so that's
by
a
letting like
whole
the
different magnitude again.
racist boy look at the sword. It's like, oh, I want it. But it's like him holding it. It doesn't even look like it's having much of an effect on him.
Yeah, you think that he'd be like instantly possessed or something.
Or at
get
least
like mind fucked. Should we start the second episode? Are you ready to go?
Yep, might as well.
Oh
Right,
God.
Here we go.
Since the last.
The evil is gone.
Then why is it not gone from in here?
I'm sorry. So funny.
Oh, the opening.
we're gonna
Okay.
have this
You
real
didn't see it in the
opening.
first
Here
one.
we
Let's watch
go.
this shit.
Oh my god, that the rings forming out of dust game or show.
Well, it's
And
nicer than
CGI pebbles.
yeah, it's nicer than what Twitter said it was.
Yeah, no, that's not. I thought it would be like them fading in like that thing.
Yeah. Where did that come from then?
Maybe it was
Is
a
that a
fan
trailer?
edit.
A fan edit?
Or maybe like 4chan did it to like shit post. I don't know. She's realized that swimming for 3 weeks straight is not working out.
Oh, Galadriel, what was your plan right now?
That facial expression is the look of, oops, I'm a bit retarded.
Oh, she's just gonna swim it.
This starts with, yeah.
No show. Piss off show.
Hold on. Hold on. Okay, she's in the lore. She's a witch, right? Can she cast water walk?
Probably not.
Is this fucking D&D, Dev? Convenient underwear.
Very convenient underwear.
Looks, you don't want Sauron's first act of waking up is to end up in a sex offenders registry, okay?
In before it's
Guys are
Gandalf.
stupid.
Yeah, I was thinking it might be Gandalf too.
Nah, it's Sauron.
What, elf, maybe? Wrong ears. And he's not handsome. Not to mention, elves don't fall from the sky. Nobody does.
Also, not to mention, there hasn't been a handsome elf in this show yet.
Will be our fault. If fog lasts a little too long.
I was about to say.
Go, quick, go.
The characters are comedically stupid. Good.
You know, I'm okay if it's hobbits doing this though.
They're Harfoots, actually. For legal reasons.
He's literally named the Stranger.
Yeah, so it's definitely Sauron.
Listen, Sauron's just a little baby lad. He's just misunderstood.
He's just having a little nappy nap. Little Sauron nappies.
Even Dark Lord's got to sleep.
Somehow, I just know it's important.
Hitler was important.
He is.
It's true.
Yeah.
Hitler was.
Yeah. This literally is. Would you kill baby Hitler? This is what's going on here.
I can't walk away from that.
Damn, pretty. The show's asking the hard questions. We got female Bilbo and like a female Sam?
They're even repeating some of their goddamn dialogue.
What's the old saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No, it's a different saying. It's like poetry. It rhymes.
God damn it. Dev, that's fine.
Oh shit! My new Twitter account's already locked. Fuck.
Well, that's
Oh,
what
no.
you get for saying that. That was God punishing you.
No bodies.
That damage? Show. I'm sure everybody got away fine.
No bodies. We wanted to keep this PG-13.
It's a PG-13?
It is actually. If you go back to the page.
Look at this dramatic music.
Warn your people.
You're not coming with me.
I must follow the passage the other direction.
Are you gonna tell the wardens?
Why did you call for backup?
No. Send the woman. I'm sure she'll be fine in the middle of the night. God only knows how many kilometers away from her home.
So if something bad happened, we're gonna send that lady unarmed.
Meanwhile, Black
Don't
Elf
think
here
about it.
could run back home in half the time and be back again before she was
That's
done.
right. They can run super fast.
They can, yeah, they've got great duration. My God.
Erection.
Pretty works of jewel craft and devise something of real power. What is it you hope to craft? What is but a glint on the far horizon? You have come to Eregion to help me achieve.
At least they're establishing the reason why he's going to be talked into making the rings.
One that can host a forge, more powerful than any ever built, able to birth a flame as hot as a dragon's tongue and as pure as starlight. The things we could use it to create could transform Middle-earth.
Ah,
Seems to be the difference.
nothing bad could ever be created from such a thing.
Don't worry about it.
My lord, have you considered seeking partners outside the confines of our own race?
How far outside?
You gotta be a free marketeer, man.
They don't have montages for when they move across the map. They just do it Indiana Jones style. You notice that?
Yeah, I've
Remember Lord of the
noticed
Rings,
that.
They had montages.
They're not like running across the plains anymore.
It's
just
like
it's like a loading screen.
It's like a little picture.
Alright, buddy.
Oh, yes. Kalimbror, one of the richest and most powerful and influential individuals in the entirety of Elvendom, walks to Khazad-dûm.
He's a simple man.
He wouldn't go on a cart with like a bunch of soldiers.
No luxuries, no creature comforts. He just... Not even backpacks! How the fuck did they eat?
Wasn't there that special elf bread that keeps you fed?
Yeah, but how the fuck much of it will they be carrying?
What do you want?
It is Elrond of Lindon, accompanied by Celebrimbor, Lord of Eregion. We seek an order
And no one else.
No.
All right.
Okay, I admit that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Alright, the dwarves are base now.
Trust me.
Is he gonna walk back again?
Yep.
Allow me a few days.
Alright, go ahead and walk back, by the way. I'll sort this out by myself. I don't know why I brought you.
Motherfucking what?
So he came all the way out here for nothing.
That's kind of ridiculous.
That is actually brilliant. Like, how many weeks must this have taken?
Well, he's walking back by himself.
Being the dwarves at their height is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Are all the females beardless?
So what?
They
Yes.
are, aren't
Yeah,
they?
this is an inconsistency. Like,
Oh my
isn't
god,
like
the
tokens?
blue armor.
Isn't tokens female dwarves like they all?
Bearded?
They're supposed to have like full beards, right?
Yeah. But they didn't have the stones.
All females are beardless. Motherfuck.
Yeah, they didn't have the stones to do it like The Witcher did. I appreciated that in The Witcher when we saw the bearded dwarves that were female. That was cool.
The problem is, you've already established that he's going to get the workforce.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Meaning
no
that this
stakes here.
contest is pointless.
Yep.
Yeah, that's just the big problem with the prequel is you already know what's going to happen, right?
Yep.
Ah, black dwarves. Good. Fantastic. White dwarves.
Well, you know what? In Warcraft, they have the Dark Iron dwarves that are dark skinned.
Yeah, they're literally evil.
Yes, they're actually an evil race.
Like, personally, I disagree, Dev, but if you want to say that all black people are evil, then, I mean, that's up to you.
This is a hill you can die on, Dev. You're welcome to it. Looks like a comfy spot right here, Dev.
Hello. We're back to the fucking hobbitses.
Not hobbits, you mean?
The
Oh, no.
store brand Hobbit.
Great
What's
value.
Sauron doing?
Hobbit.
He's being hobo-y.
Hello?
It turns out this is actually Skyrim.
Hold on. I know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be her credit that the ring didn't affect Frodo or something.
Oh. She's going to give Sauron just enough love that the ring will have some kind of spell on it that doesn't affect hobbits in the same way.
You're French, right? Eat the snail.
Eat the bugs, guys. Which animal finds the shell? Is it a snail or is it a crab? I think it's a crab that finds the shell, right? And the snails grow their shells?
The hermit crab finds their shell.
Yeah.
Snails, they're just like they grow them.
He's out of mana, guys. He can't cast anymore.
Oh my god, I hate the Hobbit parts.
They're pretty bad, aren't they?
I like angry hobo Sauron though.
Can you migrate?
Can you migrate?
They're migrants, Arch.
I also want to point out here, nomads do not grow crops. Because to grow crops, you need to, you know, stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she's still
Patty,
swimming.
Holy shit! She's just
Is
giving
every
her.
story arc just gonna be her swimming for like 30 minutes?
This is fantastic, though. Unironically, I love the fact that she's just gonna swim home.
Well, we were complaining before that the elves just seemed like humans. Maybe this is how they make her seem like an actual elf. They let her swim home.
Absolutely. I mean, no human would do this.
Sea
Oh,
beast.
a shark can eat you?
Don't forget, she's got to be a strong, independent woman.
Nah, it's gonna be a boat. With horns or something. Or shipwreck out here.
Maybe they're the Numenorians.
Sailing west.
I don't know.
Come closer.
That's a very convenient piece of wreckage.
Only the women's are the good
Yeah.
guys.
Only the women let her on. Jesus.
Man, she is flat as a pancake.
Nope.
Oh my god, what a waste of water.
Need we tell her all our affairs?
Why not? Does she look
Doesn't
dangerous
matter.
to you?
Looks can be deceived.
Yeah, like unironically, why not?
Like, you're all gonna die, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
An elf?
Remove your hand from me, sir. You
This is such a pointless thing. Like they're worried, like, yeah, we can't bring her aboard. You're floating wreckage in the middle of God knows where.
Wait! Until we can see the sails. Corsairs prowl these waters. Do you want to be skinned alive?
Corsairs? Who's fucking Corsairs?
Nice. Come back to pick you up.
Is it gonna
Yeah,
be a
but
ghost
it's being
ship?
worn as a hat. No, it's being wormed. Yep. I fucking
Oh,
knew it.
okay.
Well,
So
I
it's
mean,
just
that's
a
a
worm?
cool trailer shot.
Yeah.
They just swim under.
Yeah. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that would have destroyed this raft.
That would
No, no, it's built sturdy now.
Oh my god, can you believe the racism about these humans?
I swear to Jesus, if she does that thing, I don't know what I'll do.
Oh,
He's
she.
gonna kill a thing.
Yep. So
Oh.
they're all fucked because they're. It's okay. They're racist. They deserve it. There's another raft. Because why not?
Now draw the
No,
monster to
he
him.
detached his part. He planned all of this beforehand, you see.
He's like, alright, I need to get laid. Come on aboard.
Hello there, Officer's Mattress. I'm the captain.
I feel like this is some sort of minigame.
It sounds.
Oh yeah, this is when you just tap A a whole bunch to like gain your strength.
This is the most engaging part of the story so far.
I think this is the most character moment we've ever had in this show.
You know, I kind of like it though. It's something.
It's
Yeah.
something, that's true.
He's weak-willed.
I can see the comedy.
God help me.
Be a so.
What is that abomination? Where's the beard?
Told you to stay out of my head.
Oh, it's Sargon.
The Sargon heads.
It's a bit of a cameo.
You know, I would have asked Sargon to show up, but I think it's too late for him.
Might be almost early now.
Well, he has to like get up and go to work, and he has a wife and kids too. So us neats don't have to worry about that.
Damn. Oh, that's a backhanded compliment.
So there are no black dwarves in the lore, are there? No.
No. I'll say this. So far, this is the best part of the show. At least
Yes.
they're lively, they've got personalities.
Yeah, I like the dwarves so far.
And plus, they don't look like people.
To the contrary.
They look like dwarves.
Coming to cause
And if only she had a beard, I would actually be happy with this
I
scene.
fear I've overstayed.
Yeah.
Thank you, Disa.
Her acting skills are actually pretty good.
I like
here.
her as a character.
Yeah. You know, even though she was the face of so many derisions towards this show, she's actually a pretty enjoyable character.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, surprised.
The thing is, the problem is she's an enjoyable character, but she's still a middle finger to the very idea of Tolkien. All they would have to do is paste a fucking fake beard on her, and she'd be a great character. Like, that is insult in and of itself.
Also, yeah, I'll put her in whiteface.
Yes, that'd be good too.
No.
Sort that knows how to survive. Why be part of the larger
Wait, what is she pulling on here?
I'm not sure what she's doing.
He's...
Imagine she pulls on it, it just breaks the thing in half.
No, like, the acting director was like, look like you're doing semen things. And she's like, okay, pulls
I
on.
have no idea what I'm doing. Bugs on the rope.
It's just a stick. That's what she's tucking on. It's just a stick.
It's just a stick.
It's just a stick.
I don't know what she plans to do with it.
Damn. Better hope that
It's
storm doesn't go your
just
way.
a stick. Like, look at that shot. She's just tugging a fucking stick.
Yeah.
Listen, what else are you gonna
I'm
do
so
on that
confused.
boat? A raft.
She's trying
Look,
to.
she
turn it or
looked
something.
busy in a shot. Okay, so that's what matters.
We've got a running montage. My god. Oh, never mind, it's over.
Evil things are happening.
Yeah, you kind of match the music's tone. Good job.
Thank you.
Hold on, you didn't run to the garrison, you run to the bar.
Yep.
All right, unarmed peasants, I want
That's
you to
where
defend
all the
yourself
people
with
are.
sticks.
It's the only set they have.
But they were digging towards us. I tell you, we remain.
How do you know that?
We must spread the word.
No, I will not have this gossip, Bronwyn. I've seen landslides less dangerous than a wayward tongue without proof or pudding.
Oh god, it's Galadriel all over again. She knows the truth and the men won't listen.
We've done this story arc
Yay,
before,
I
show.
love this story.
They really like using the same archetype stories.
Theo's starting to go cray-cray.
It's not a mouse.
Lol. Lol.
That's a bloody big mouse.
You know, when I first saw this tunnel, like in the previous scene, for some reason I was thinking fire ants from Fallout.
Skittering around down there.
Yeah. Actually, I heard a rumor that they might be making a Fallout show.
Yeah.
That's gonna
Yes.
suck.
The set leaked.
Oh
And
god.
it's set in New Jersey. At least it's mostly destroyed already.
Yeah, I mean, it's in a wasteland.
I'm pretty sure elves are supposed to have pretty good night vision, so why is he giving away his position by carrying a fucking lantern in the dark-ass tunnel? Okay. Yeah, just keep swimming, my dude. I'm sure this comes up somewhere.
Yeah. Swim into an underwater. Oh Jesus Christ.
Oh, that was lucky. Ah, this is the jump scare scene.
Is there a jump scare scene?
In the
monsters
wall.
that-
They're not in the
monsters
wall.
that
They're
sideways
in the
draws up.
behind him. Thingies.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
That was so painfully obvious too.
Yeah.
Now she's running home. Bitch. Garrison.
Well, to be fair, like, that is where her son is. So.
Yeah,
Was.
but hold on. But she didn't go here first though. Either you go to get your kid or you go to get the soldiers. You wouldn't go to the bar first.
Yes.
Yeah, she went into the bar only to be told, "Oh, you're a woman. You don't know what you're talking about. You're wrong."
She's tried that already. She fucked up.
She went to the wrong group. Damn, Theo's like,
You
"You're
stay
no
out there,
bitch."
mommy. Oh, you're gonna hide in the closet. Okay. But she has no idea what's in the hole. Like, she'd be safer running.
We need to have a scary scene though, where she's scared in the closet.
Do we?
Yeah.
Do we really?
That
We're getting it
sound.
right now.
That sound is the creaking of their rubber suits.
Oh my god. Lol.
I'm scared.
Here he comes.
Yep. he's
I think you
coming.
called it.
Very soon.
Boop.
Oh, it's a soft jump scare.
Oh no.
Good job.
That is a remarkably powerful like
Jesus.
Okay, show. This is getting a bit ridiculous.
It's just a goblin, like they're not.
It's just that.
They're not a superhuman.
Actually, apparently they are, according to Amazon.
Well, excuse me, boy. I'm impaled by a fucking metal sword, so you know.
If there are any of you
God
See?
damn it,
Strong,
woman.
independent woman.
head for the Elven Tower at first light.
Why
I'll
first
say
light?
that I was right
I was
there.
right, damn it.
Like, damn, strong female.
Wait,
Fuck
wait,
me,
hold on.
turkey.
Hold on. Jesus Christ, this is loud. In that scene, there was light coming in through the windows in the bar. Why wouldn't you
Listen,
just go
Deb.
now?
No,
Like,
Dev, you
the
can't
town's
go
about
now.
to-
We gotta wait till the last second, Dev. We need to get that tension on.
Gotta give the goblins a chance to attack them.
Yeah, it's not fair, Dev. Some of the characters need to die off so they can, get rid of them. Gotta make the
So-
stakes seem high.
So it's very clear why, like, she went to the bar first. It's so she can have that "I told you so" moment.
Yeah.
Yes, that was the only reason.
Bind yourselves to me! Come on! Give me your hands!
This is fun. Yeah, bind yourself to me. Lol.
Didn't really work out, eh?
Binding yourself to the wreckage is probably the most dangerous thing you can do in this circumstance, because now you're stuck in rope.
Yeah, and she's just gone. There she goes.
She's like sinking like a rock.
Now she's tangled.
Yeah, good job.
That's a very bad
smart.
idea, woman. Alibrand is just like, should I save her? I mean, she didn't have sex with me, so maybe she's not worth it.
Yeah, she was a little bit of a
But she
bitch.
might have sex.
Bit of a prude.
But yeah, that's right.
But
You're
she
right.
might, though.
She might, because she did say bind him. See, he misinterpreted
Oh, God.
it.
You could
See?
just haul up the rope, fucker.
Ah, cop and a feel, I see
That
how it
was
is.
so smart of her.
You'll have to sleep with me now.
I'm gonna take her sword. Yeah, it's mine now.
Dagger, actually.
Listen, he
Oh,
doesn't
hey,
know
she's
that.
awake again. She'd passed out a second ago, but I guess all that fresh air must have revitalized her.
Oh yeah, the fresh air underwater. Find yourself to me this time. Oh my God! So she was like unconscious underwater, and he had to be helped in the end. What the fuck? What the... They probably rewrote the scene because like, oh, we can't have the men being strong. Erases it.
This is just the hippie commune.
It's a lantern. We use fireflies.
That's a lot of fireflies in there.
Oh my God, he's whispering to like Gandalf.
I clapped when I saw it.
They're stars. A kind of constellation. He wants us to help him find those stars.
How did you get to that conclusion?
The writers needed us to, okay? Damn, the bugs died.
They all just fucking died.
Bleh.
He's
Well, the
just like,
buggles are outside are dead, but the ones inside her lantern are okay.
yeah.
Yeah, magic protected them, I guess.
How many fireflies you got to collect to put in there? That's like a several-day project.
Well, that sucks for them, I guess. Dig into the Balrog. Oh, look, it's the Arkenstone.
Are you gonna clap when you see it, Kibs?
Remember, it's the Bubba. Not gonna show it though. They're too much of a pussy.
Nope, they didn't show it. They didn't have that copyright either.
They're trying so hard with the member berries, it's not even funny.
Theo is behaving remarkably calmly for a person with an orc hole in his house.
They just moved a table over it. It's fine.
It reacts to his blood. Interesting.
Also, did it
Looks
draw
to be
the...
growing back or something.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Reconstructing itself.
Yes, mother.
Yeah, there's definitely something wonky going on with this guy.
He's like, yes, mother, I will command the Orc Legion soon. What? I'm calling it Numenorians. Better be right, or Barge is getting beaten.
Nah, this is the end of the episode. That's what this is.
Right.
Okay, so I'd sum that up as a lot
Wait,
happened
Kibs.
and nothing happened.
Kibs, stop it!
I can't. I'm too lazy. He's like, how can you be this lazy? Do I hear noises?
No. It's your imagination.
Yeah, the trailer's playing for some reason.
Why is it playing? How is it even... Whatever. If I click this button and then pause it, then it will shut up.
All
There
right.
Yes.
So, episode 2. We 1 and 2, 2-punch, double feature.
Uh-huh.
That was 2 hours of my life, and I do not feel particularly enriched.
Yeah, I kind of like... I don't feel anything, really. Like, I feel apathy, actually, about the whole show, honestly.
See, like, it wasn't a so bad it's good kind of thing, you know? It was just kind of there.
You know, I don't want to be too mean to it. There was parts of it I liked. I'm mildly entertained. But
Mildly entertained,
not-
yeah.
Like,
There were
the
funny
village
parts.
setting was so boring.
Yeah.
Like when Galadriel was like, nah, I'm a swim home.
Yeah, that was,
good.
that was just like...
That was pretty good.
Hey, at least
She
it
just-
went as horribly as you'd expect, except for, randomly
She just had
stumbling into a
brilliant
wreck.
ideas after brilliant ideas this episode, like tying herself.
Oh fuck!
She's like,
Galadriel
bind
has been a
yourself to me.
thorough fuck up this whole time, even as the show is trying to tell us that she's implacable and infallible.
Yeah, they tried to make her be like, oh, she's so smart. She knows she's right all along. It's just like, and then she just, it feels like she's just been handed the idiot ball.
Tie yourself to the sinking wreck, woman.
Jump into the unending ocean.
Bind yourself to me, strong women. Sinks. The symbolism there.
Pull on the stick on your raft thing.
The only thing I've enjoyed so far are the dwarves. Like, everything else
Yes, the
is
dwarves
just
are
random
cool.
and interesting.
I like the Dwarven city that was like underground and stuff. I thought that was cool.
A little bit of effort actually went into it as well. Like the elves just there in fucking forests and shit.
They had the Dwarven like agriculture and like the waterfalls is showing them how they get food down there. It's just like
how
that's,
they live.
That's
They're showing
how they
how
live.
they bring light down there.
Yeah, that's interesting. But is this like just wish we'd seen more of that, and we've seen more of that everywhere with like the elven setting and like the human setting even. Like the human setting doesn't have to be just boring European-esque village. It's just
But it is.
But it is.
Yep. Yeah, I gotta say, Elrond's story arc is probably the strongest in this entire show, and the rest are just kind of wet farts.
That's the problem too, right? The timing here. So this is very early for the humans, and you see those original hunters, and they look very savage, like wearing retard horns for some reason. And yet their civilization is actually pretty fucking advanced. Like they've got tons of stone structures. They're living in settled villages. They've got livestock. Like
it's not terribly far off because remember the humans that helped the elves were gifted that thing, Barch, Numenor. And so they're on their little island of Numenor, and this is like their golden age, but it's also coming to an end because everything's about to go south.
Well, that's another thing too. Humans and Numenorians are not the same thing either. Like the Numenorians are a superior species.
Wow, do you hear this? Oh my god.
I mean, they lived for 200 years. I think that qualifies.
Well, hold on, Arch. Are they white?
Yes.
Damn, don't answer
there
the
we go.
You got canceled. But yes, but by now their lifespans are beginning to shrink, and that's where the jealousy is going to kick in. They're starting to forget about the whole everything, about the ban of Valinor and everything else. They become arrogant and decadent, and I think that's what the show is going to probably show.
What do you all think of Hobo Sauron?
No opinion, really.
He feels like he isn't there for any reason other than they were like, well, we gotta have hobbits somehow. But how do we make them relevant? I know. Sauron.
So the hobbits help Sauron. So you're the Harfoots. So the Harfoots are
I
responsible for evil.
Like I called it. I am seriously calling it. Like they're gonna do something, and they're gonna like help in some way.
Nurse Sauron to life.
It's gonna all be thanks to Nori that Frodo was able to carry the ring.
It was actually Nori the real hero.
That's what's gonna be.
See, Sauron's master plan for rebuilding the world was actually like, yes, I'll help the hobbits because they were my loyal allies. And then Frodo fucking throws the ring in there. He's like, God damn.
Why?
I trusted you.
Oh God, what if it turns out? Here, let's put out the most retarded possible theories. Okay, it's gonna turn out that she dies, and then reincarnates as Frodo.
Please God.
Kind of looks a little bit like Galadriel.
So actually, Frodo had the spirit of a girl the whole time.
Alright, just gonna continue doing this as more episodes come out.
If you want to, we can keep doing it every week. But Jesus, this is painful to watch.
Well, at least next week it'll be only an hour.
Only an hour instead of...
Because it'll be one episode. 2. Right?
Yes.
They're about an hour long.
Yep. They're about an hour long.
This was quite a time dedication, but I don't mind. Like, watching anything is, like, no matter how bad, as long as you're watching with, like, people, it can be fun.
Like also,
yeah.
How long is this season? Because we haven't even seen Isolde or Elendil or
8
any
episodes, I
of the
believe.
Numenorians.
It's
We're
8
2 episodes
episodes?
in. I believe it's 8 episodes, so 6 left.
Okay, so we're a fourth in, and we haven't even met half of the main characters.
Listen, Arch. They're gonna milk this for 5 goddamn seasons.
5 seasons.
They're gonna try to drag their heels.
Oh my God!
Look,
Amazon.
Lord of the Rings, 100 years. 100
Amazon.
years, Wardy. Lord of the Rings.
Amazon bought the television rights for Lord of the Rings for $250 million in 2017, and then set up a 5-season production worth at least $1 billion. This is the most expensive TV series ever made.
Jesus Christ. You know what it feels like? It feels like a big wet meh. Like, there's a lot of production budget stuff in here, but by and large, my overall feeling is like it.
Well, again, it's the
watched
lack of
it.
soul. Like, what they're
Yeah.
making here is, it's Lord of the Rings, we're told, but what, except, actually, the dwarves. The dwarves are the only thing that I've looked at so far and gone, yeah, Lord of the Rings. Everything else is just people in costumes, pretending.
Yeah, the elves are just like slightly arrogant, like people with
there's
pointy
no-
ears.
Yeah.
And their
There's no
ears aren't even
magic.
all that pointy.
There's no magic here. Like, there's no Lord of the Rings. There's no wonder.
There's no creativity.
And the elves. Again, Gil fucking Galad is supposed to be one of the mightiest individuals on the side of good. Like, he's a fucking warrior king. And he's just some fucking dude. Like, only noticeable because he's probably the only elf with semi-long hair.
Yeah, he's just like important elf guy, and that's about it.
Wait, what if you know how the elves live for thousands of years, right? What if it just turns out that elven hair grows so slowly that they just can't grow long hair yet, a lot of the younger ones?
Yep, it's gonna take him another 100 years.
Another 1,000 years
Why
to
does
grow it.
Galadriel have long hair? Like, Galadriel has long hair as a child.
That's true, yeah.
Oh, Dev, you've been defeated.
Oh,
yes.
Well, hold on. As a child, though, she's an elf. She could have been like 60 in that. Who knows?
You have been wrecked, never. Wrecked.
Well, hold on. Does that mean that the lolly at the start of the show is legal?
Wrecked.
No, Dev. No, that's
Don't
not
open
start
this
this
can of
discourse.
And thus, the end of the series began.
Yeah, it feels like we're just kind of spinning our wheels here, you know? Like 2 hours into a show, you should have more stuff going on than this, in my opinion.
Something should be happening. So far, the most dramatic thing that's happening is that there are probably goblins, and they're probably going to attack some village of humans in the middle of fucking nowhere, of no relevance to anyone.
Yeah, why are we supposed to care about this village?
Because it's
Other-
like dude with the Sauron sword. There you go.
Yeah, I guess, eh?
It's the only thing I can think of.
Of you three, which of you actually watched the Kenobi show?
We all did.
I have.
You all did? Okay.
Yeah.
And you know that I made my big, giant essay, my 2.5 hour long video on Kenobi. Okay. I hope you watched it. It took me like 3 weeks to make it. But, and all you listening out there too, you better watch it too. But, I do want to point out, one thing I noticed with Kenobi is that if you cut all the fat out of it, it's like an okay story. It's not great. And that's why I mentioned it in that video, that there's a guy who took all the footage, cut it into a 2.5 hour movie, and it was fine. And the more that I watch new TV, I'm realizing, like, for some reason, all these new shows, they just move so slowly. And I think they're trying to mistake moving slow for being epic. Or they're making that mistake, rather. And it's like, you know, sometimes, like, I get it. Like, you have a huge story in a massive world and you want to really take it in. But you can't just do nothing, you know?
The problem is, too, there is superfluous characters. Like, Aaron and Bronwyn. I don't fucking care. Halbrand, who the fuck is that? Harfoots, what? It's like, we can cut a lot of these characters just right out.
Mm-hmm. I have a feeling that after this season is over, someone's going to cut this into a movie like Kenobi, and it'll probably be like an okay Lord of the Rings film. Not going to be great, but it'll be okay.
If they were just focusing on Elrond so far, I would have been like, okay, that was alright. Like, Elrond's character, he is not Elrond. Like, he cannot follow up Agent Smith. He just can't. Celebrimbor, too, is just... Again, all of these characters are deeply flawed because they're just fucking people. Like, there's nothing elven about them.
I don't know. You never feel the majesty as much as when like witnessing the elves as they were portrayed in the movies.
Yeah, this has none of the majesty.
There's no
of Peter
like
Jackson's movies.
there's no like glow or like ethereal aspect about them. There's just like
Well, also, I
they're
think what
people
helped,
too.
what helped is that aside from Legolas, you didn't see much of them. They were there for like a few scenes, and they would like flow around. They would like kind of glide around the place, and that would be about it. Because if you see too much of them, you realize that they are just people.
There's also the style in which it is shot. Like, the Lord of the Rings movies are very warm, kind of a little bright almost. They're very magical and inviting. They're in color. Whereas here, you've got the classical fucking TV show where everything looks fucking cold and dark and grim and realistic. And yeah.
I guess that's just like the 2020 look.
Yeah. Well, the 2020 look is like the inheritor of the 2008 Fallout 3 brown and bloom look, you know? Where to make it look more realistic, they just make it look darker. And it's like, well, not, sometimes you can make things pretty bright, and it looks pretty good. Sometimes you have to have the, that spark of hope.
Galadriel looks cold and boring and sickly. Like, this is the least majestic person imaginable. Just a drenched house cat.
Well, to be fair, she is swimming back home.
That's true.
Swimming the entire length of the ocean.
Yes, the entire length of the Atlantic.
No, I want to point out that none of that happened in the original lore, though. Like, this is all fucking fanfic.
Well, because that's stupid.
This is all a ridiculous contrivance to have her in the middle of the ocean to meet Halbrand, who's drifting. What?
Don't worry about it. Don't think about it.
As for what I think is good, I'm also enjoying the dwarf storyline. They have character. I like them getting along with Elrond. I don't mind the hobo Sauron stuff. I can see what they're going for, and what they're going for could actually be quite good. They're just not doing it that well. But like the bone of the story is actually decent. It's the Galadriel stuff that just seems to be a complete fucking train wreck.
The Galadriel thing is a train wreck, and Black Elf I just don't care about.
That's right. I forgot about him. I didn't even mention him.
The worst part is, right now, we've got
last time we saw him was he was in a hole.
He was in a hole. Yeah, he just sucked up. Yeah, he's just gone.
Because the problem is, this is actually only going to get worse. Because right now we have Village in the Middle of Bumfuck Nowhere story arc. We have Elrond's story arc. We have Galadriel's story arc. And we're gonna get Elendil's story arc. And Isildur's story arc. And the Queen Lady as well. Like, we're only gonna get more characters spread across this huge universe. Doing things.
I can only hope that they're gonna converge at some point, but like,
well,
it is a lot to keep track of all at once.
I think everyone just wants to do Game of Thrones now,
Yeah,
like, that was a big thing with a billion characters. Like, we can just do that, just introduce a shit ton of people. It's like, well, Game of Thrones worked for a specific reason, and it only kind of worked at the end.
Kinda.
Yeah, and the thing is too, I remember very vividly reading through the last couple of Game of Thrones books and thinking to myself, God, could you fuck off? I want to get back to the characters I care about.
Yep. Oh, bloat of characters. Just because you have lots of characters in your story doesn't inherently mean good story, or an epic for that matter.
Well, is that all we have to say about this? Is this the end?
My final verdict is meh. Not worth $1 billion.
No, not worth it. Jesus Christ, not worth $1 billion. Well, how about this? Considering that August and early September seems to be just a torrent of shit, is this as bad as the other shows that have recently come out that everyone's talking about right now?
Oh God, this is nowhere near as bad as Halo or as fucking Kenobi. Like, this is just mediocre.
Or as She-Hulk. She-Hulk's a fucking nightmare.
Oof.
Jesus.
I dare not watch that. I dare not.
Oh no.
I watched the first episode and I was like, I can't fucking watch. Like, Naomi refused to watch it with me. She was like, nope, not this time. Well, because her and I, we sat down to watch the Halo show because she was like an Xbox kid growing up. So she's like, I want to watch Halo. So we watch it, and it was like a fucking holocaust watching that thing.
Oof.
I think it depends on the scale you're judging it by. Because Pablo Schreiber, the TV show, was bad in that it wasn't about Halo in the slightest. It was a story about Pablo Schreiber traveling the galaxy. It was just a And Kenobi was the same. Kenobi has nothing to do with Star Wars. It is just a big fat middle finger to the Star Wars universe where every character acts like a complete fucking retard. Like, or the Organas calling Kenobi on his phone, like, again and again. I know you're in hiding and shit, but ding, 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 Leia's in danger. Whereas this thing is just bloat. It is mud. Like, I can't even judge it because I don't even know what's fucking happening. The character stories have progressed not at all. Like, Galadriel's story is the one that's progressed the most, and the only thing that's happened there is she knows Sauron is alive, nobody believes her, and she jumped in the ocean. Like, 2 hours later, she's finally being recovered from the ocean.
This whole show just feels like just sort of forgettable. And I think that makes it arguably worse than the other ones because they're memorable because of how bad they are. This show, there's nothing really to talk about. Like, it's just kind of, it's there, it goes at the pace of a snail, and it's not very good.
Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the new Harry Potter movies. The Wizarding World movies, right? The Fantastic Beasts. They're trying to make that into a series, and no one really cares. And I've seen a couple of them, and they're not bad movies. They're just very forgettable movies. No one's gonna remember those in 20 years the way they'll remember Harry Potter, like the originals. And that'll probably be the same with this. In 20 years' time, no one will be rewatching this shit, but they'll rewatch the original movies.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
People will remember the good stories. No one will remember these things. Like Kenobi, even Halo, they'll be forgotten.
Yep.
And it has to do with the lack of soul. Because you look at this, and it tells you it's Lord of the Rings. Like, the characters have the names of the Lord of the Rings. They even have little elves there and shit. But there is nothing Lord of the Rings here. Like, there's no magistry, there's no mystery, there's nothing that makes you feel like this is a Lord of the Rings property beyond names and set pieces.
I mean, I wouldn't use Sargon's term, the progressive skin suit, for this one. I don't really see it fully, but it's a skin suit of some type, that's for sure.
I'll give it this much, like, as in terms of actual story, there hasn't been any obvious progressivism beyond every female character being the only competent people in the room, but
yeah,
such is the current year, and the diversity hires. But again, that's behind the scenes politics. The show itself hasn't got any like political views so far.
It doesn't.
Well, actually, no.
I guess
I noticed. I didn't bring it up, but I noticed one. But it's only like half a political view. You'll notice that like all the not hobbits, they're all very isolationist, and I was like, are they gonna do a Trump thing later? About
yeah, but the hobbits are isolationists.
Yeah. But that's why I didn't bring it up, because I was like, maybe not.
But they're not hobbits, they're Harfoots.
TM.
They're not
They're
hobbits.
just like they're
All right.
Amazon hobbits.
Well, it is midnight, and I need to edit this all night and then put it up tomorrow and then go to bed. So I'm not going to bed. I have to make this watchable for all you guys watching at home, and that's another 6 hours of work. So I better get to it. Jesus.
Good.
So thanks for being here, everyone. Thanks, Kibs. Thanks, Arch. Thanks, Lilith.
Oh, thanks, Steph.
And if
thanks,
you want
everyone.
if you want to do it again, we'll do it again. Just
Oh, looks like we're on then.
Oh God, I'm gonna need to get a coffee. Fuck.
Hang in there, Dave.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. I am gonna get to work on it though. I'll see you later.
Yeah,
Right,
thanks,
take care,
Steph.
Dip.
Yep. Yeah.
Take care.
Wait, how do I get out of here?
How do you get out of any Discord group or call?
You're just stuck here forever, Dev.
No, there was no hang up. There was no hang up button because I was watching
Never
something.
been in a server. Oh, okay.